God bless you. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Cross Together with yours truly, the mental health pastor, Fernando Cottrell. This is day one of the 30 days Better is Possible challenge. God bless you. Welcome to 2024. This is day one of our 30 days of Better is Possible challenge. We're going to be coming 30 straight days of information, inspiration, leading to transformation. And I believe God wants all of us to experience better is possible. So often we're discouraged and we feel like we're just at the bottom of life and we're in this rut that we can't get out of. But if we knew that better is possible, it may stimulate or spark growth in you. It may spark a desire to want to win again. And so often we sit in these low places feeling like helpless, feeling like there is no way out. And we feel like, my God, I've done this and I've done that, and this is where I am. But let me just help you shift your mind a little. Better is possible. Now, the key to better being possible, or better is possible, is that we have to cooperate with the possibilities that are connected to better. Let me say that again. We have to cooperate with the possibilities that are connected to better is possible. In other words, we have to cooperate with the resources and the process that's connected to the thing or the better thing that we desire. So often we want more, but we do less. So often we desire great things, but we believe in a small way. But better is possible. Better is possible. And this is day one. Tune in for the next 30 days or next 29 days after this. But day one is today. So we want to talk about real quickly about staying focused. In 2024, we have to stay focused. Staying focused. It's an ongoing process. It's not a one night thrill. Oh, you done something great and now you're just going to try to let your guard down and live in that moment. But we have to daily battle this challenge of staying focused. Now, staying focused is not overdoing it. Staying focused is not underdoing it. Staying focused is not isolating yourself and you don't have relationship and you shut down from dealing with people on a social level. We're not talking about that weird way of staying focused, but there are practical things we can do while we're living in life, while we're in school, while we're at the job, while we are enjoying life. We still can stay focused without it being an unhealthy thing that we do. And now we're isolated and discouraged and depressed. No, there is a healthy way to stay in focus in 2024 because God has put things in your heart to accomplish this year. God has spoken to you about 2024 being a year for you to exercise faith in him and move forward. You know that as believers, we have a faith that's attached to transformative power. Our faith is just not ideal and we just move forward and we try hard and make it work. No, when we move in faith in God, there is a tangible, invisible force, if you will, that's attached to faith that moves mountains, that moves things, that allows us to accomplish things in our life. But we got to move in. We got to trust and move in that. There are some things that are not going to come to you. There are some things you got to go to it. There are some tables you're not going to sit at. But there are tables God has said by faith you create the table. And then you're going to be the catalyst that causes things to happen and trickle down to other people. So sometimes we got to be flexible in our thinking. We got to be not narrow-minded, but we got to, I tell people this. I talk to pastors, those that feel like they're called to pastor. But sometimes we're not called as a pastor, maybe to pastor a church, if you will. Sometimes you're pastoring maybe as a chaplain. You're pastoring a small group. You're providing spiritual oversight, if you will, to a group or to a situation. So sometimes we have to open up our heart to find out how does it look what God is asking us to do. Sometimes we have a template that's already designed in our mind. And God says, yes, I've called you to do this, but this is how it's going to look for you. And so anyway, day one of the better is possible. And we're talking about staying focused today. And I want to give you three tools, three strategies that I use that have helped me, not just moment, one moment here and there. These are things that I have to put in place daily. And now I've created a momentum of focus, a momentum of a healthy focus. And so these are things that I do that I believe that are practical. So you're not trying to stay focused in an oppressive manner, but in a joyful and peaceful way, using practical steps in the Word of God and just taking practical steps forward. That's basically what it is. So 3 things to help you stay focused in 2024 and beyond, actually. So the first thing I want to encourage you with, stop comparing yourself. This year, stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop looking at others and comparing yourself, because you ever notice when you compare yourself, or when we compare ourselves, we compare down. When we look at others, we somehow now undermine all our work, our ability, all that we've done, because comparison is never good. We rarely compare ourselves to glean. We compare ourselves to criticize. And so I want to speak into you, don't compare yourself this year. 2024, you are, Psalms 119, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. We are designed the way God has us, wants us. And so let's move in who we are, being authentic. We don't have to try to imitate someone else or be this or be that. Be yourself. Be the new transformed you. Be the transformed you. Let's move forward. Let's move forward in the transformed us. This is a good year. 2024 is a good year to just do what God has put in your heart to do. Don't compare. Don't compare yourselves. Don't compare. Don't look over here and say, oh, they got 6 cars. All that stuff, all that does is distract you. These are comparison is distraction. It's a distraction. Be confident in yourself and what the God in you. Be confident that God in you has given you something unique, something marvelous to do, not only to bless others, but to bless your life financially, whether it's going back to school, whether it's a business, whatever it is. Don't compare yourself. Stay in your lane. Your lane has all the resources and abilities and capabilities in it to bless your life. So stay in your lane. Stay in your niche. And that's another whole thing. And we're going to do a topic on niche, how to find your niche. But stop comparing yourselves. Number 2, fight discouragement. Discouragement is common. Being discouraged for whatever reason. We're discouraged because, I don't know, we feel like we're too short. We're discouraged because we feel like we're too tall. You know, there are always reasons that Satan uses to bring discouragement. Sometimes just the fact that you may be the first in your family to accomplish something great or tangible, and fear overtakes you. And now you feel like, well, who am I to try to do this? Now you're discouraged. You may feel like, well, I was trying to do right, now I got a flat tire. Maybe this is not God telling me to do this. Now you're discouraged. You may feel like, I don't know, you didn't pass the test. Now you're discouraged. You know, it's so many reasons to be discouraged, but we have to fight that. And one of the ways that I fight discouragement is that I have various people in my life for various reasons. I have a person that I have history with. I have a person that I can have victory with. I have a person that I can joke with. I have a person I can be serious, talk about vision. I use the various people in my life for various situations that to help fight discouragement. When I'm discouraged in a certain thing, I have this person to call, or I have this person to call, or I'll watch a motivational video, or I'll read the word or pray. You have to fight being discouraged, because discouragement, Satan wants to use discouragement to stop you and to get you to second guess what God has put in your heart to do. God does not start you on something and then midway he says, I was just kidding. No, fight discouragement with affirmation, with biblical or positive affirmations of power and strength and perseverance, so we can move forward, so you can move forward. Sometimes you got to say, when you got those feelings of discomfort and discouragement, say to yourself, I can do this. God is with me. He hasn't left me. I am the righteousness of God. I am forgiven. We have to rehearse to ourselves truth and victory and moving forward talk, if you will. And so fight discouragement. Number 3, don't allow the fear of failure to stop you. The fear of failure. The fear of failure says this: who am I to do this? I must be the wrong person trying to do this. And so I'm going to fail anyway, so let me stop. There are so many people that are struggling with fear of failure that they talk themselves out of progress. Another way of saying is self-sabotage. Many times we self-sabotage because we've never gone the distance that we see where that we're going. We've never been this far towards success, and it scares people. Success can scare you because you feel like you can't maintain it. And so let me jump out of the boat now into the water to drown, or to self-sabotage myself by negative, critical, condemning conversations to yourself. Let me do it now because I'm going to fail anyway. So the fear of failure will stop you in your tracks. So you fight that with, look at the facts. Look at the facts of where you are. Facts don't lie, emotions do. Look at where you are. Look at what you had to overcome to get where you are. That doesn't lie. You see that tangibly with your eyes, and intellectually comprehend you have climbed a certain place right now. That doesn't lie. So stop looking at what's not true. Look at what is true. You have overcome. You are overcoming, and you will overcome. You've overcame, you're overcoming, and you will overcome. And so look at the facts. You're not your past. You're not a mistake, but you are a purpose of God. Better is possible. 2024, better is possible. Thank you for tuning in to day 1 to the Better is Possible Challenge. Be encouraged.